So we're now live. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well.
Evening.
Don't know if you guys just want to put a bit in the chat so we can see it's coming up. There we go, it's all coming in. Welcome.
That's all right. Oh,
So we're in the first frame. And Ronnie's in. Just wait for people to
2
join
frames
in.
behind, so what do you reckon's going to happen here tonight?
Well, if it goes anything like the
Yes,
stuff that
Matthew, it is sad. It's very sad. Go on.
if it goes anything like this afternoon's session, bloody hell, going through the right ringer.
Yeah. Imagine how late that'd finish. But yeah, Matthew, it is sad about the copyright. Yeah, proper pain. One of them things, I suppose. There's not anything we can do about it. Eurosport player, DAZN, if you're in the States, I suppose the VPN helps you out with that. Sport Plus, wasn't it? That was one. And a few other people. You should be able to find the stream if you go hunting anyway.
There we
Ronnie
are.
seems to have come out with a bit of desire, isn't he?
Does look that way. Looks like he's queuing nicely. I've put the score in the bottom corner for people that can't actually watch the match. Sarabah, is it? Hello, hope you're doing well. Good evening.
He's back, sir.
Hi, Ashwin.
Sarab. Just sync my TV so I can.
64 ahead, 75 remaining. I think there's a plant into the middle. Yeah. Heart of the pocket.
It's always nice when a few people come back, isn't it?
Yeah, welcome back to the regulars. Thanks for supporting the channel.
Hoping there's no power cuts as well tonight.
Oh yeah.
Didn't happen for me, but it happened over in India, didn't it?
It did.
Alok, Eurosport player, possibly Matchroom Live outside of the UK. We can't check that one. Mushtaq, you're back. And there's places like Sport Plus. They've used somebody usually finds the link and pops it in the chat box. That tends to be what happens.
Mushtaq, welcome back to the chat.
Chat box. Yeah, just had a quick look on one of the sites, and yeah, it is showing there. So, yeah. Oh, still got power off, Mushtaq. That's not good, is it?
There he is, Ronnie's century in the first frame, pulls one back.
So, do you think he's just like set this up as a bit of a nail biter?
You never know with Ronnie, do you?
Just crap today. Higher standards.
Ashwin, yeah.
Crap, is it? Let's be honest.
There will be an audience. I believe about 300 will be allowed in for the final, all 4 sessions. So that's good.
Yeah, it's interesting thought, to be honest. Not overly convinced myself, but
definitely a good thing for, like, especially say if Kyron was to go on and win it for his first time and there's no one there, it'll be a bit of an anticlimax, I suppose, a little bit.
It would. It wouldn't be good without anyone else in there, would it?
Yeah, where the others will have won, so they know what it's like. Hi, Matty. Welcome back. Hope you're well.
Hey, Matty. And yes, Mushtak, reasonable chance of Ronnie being level. If he carries on like he just did, yeah, he might be. In fact, if he carries on the way he just did, he'll probably be a frame ahead. Because what's that been? 10 minutes?
Quick kill, that one was.
Cool, Ahmed. Yeah, very. We are planning on doing a little bit of streaming over the finals. I don't know quite how much. We'll just have to see what time we have. At the end of the day, it's just having a chat, isn't it?
Yeah. Macbool.
Although I believe it's better commentary than Farah.
Well, definitely.
Selby doesn't look too bothered anyway.
Any chance of Ronnie winning? I think we'd all like that, wouldn't we? Fingers crossed he pulls it
I think
level.
We're honest. It's going to be a bit one-sided this evening.
I didn't quite see the opener for him to get in. I was in the middle of setting the stream up, so missed that bit. But cracking break. So Selby breaks off in the next. He has left a little tempter, a long one down the left side. Will he go for it though? No. He's going off the side cushion into the pack. Chris, welcome to the stream.
Good positive start. Hi, Chris. So I do recognise quite a few people in here tonight, which is nice.
Yeah, good to get the regulars in. It's something we've been talking about, maybe doing.
Sensible questions.
We'll possibly be doing this for more events as well. We're thinking it might be a bit difficult for like Championship League and stuff when there's small best of sevens. Like the stream will be on for less than half an hour if Ronnie's playing. But we'll sort of come to get some ideas together and definitely do more. At the minute, there's
that was close.
Nobody's in yet. There's not a first chance. Selby keeps pushing the cue ball up into bulk, and then Ronnie's coming off the side cushion. That's twice now. In fact, oh yeah, that rolled onto it, didn't it?
Went through a gap in the middle, didn't he? I think he clipped the front one as well. Paul Collier was stood right on top of it watching, so he's happy. Okay, Ronnie pulled a face as if he thought he hadn't hit anything, but end of the day, the referee stood right on top. Ooh. So
what do you make of the tournament so far?
Austin Kumar, Ronnie versus Kyron. I kind of hope so. Be a little bit more of an exciting final. Yeah, I kind of hope for that.
Yeah, for sure. I'd much prefer the Ronnie Kyron than Selby, Kyron, final. Ronnie looks in full flow at the minute. Put a nice cut back black.
Another century. That's what Matthew reckons, and I don't think he's wrong. They're already open, aren't they?
Yeah.
Balls have already spread, lads. So I might think I put him off then, talking on his shot.
Chris, what do I think of the tournament so far?
Looks a bit spoiled for choice.
It's been a good tournament. There's been some upsets. It's been very competitive tournament, I think. There's not been many matches that have, there've been like rollovers kind of thing. They've all been quite close, haven't they? Bar Ronnie's like annihilation of Tepchai in the first round. But,
yeah, they have. But even that was just extraordinary, wasn't it? It wasn't so as one-sided as it wasn't like you expected it. It was just one of oddballs, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then McGill, bloody hell, he's been through the ringer, hasn't he? He's how many deciders has he had? 2 or 3, and then Mafflin come back at him.
Yeah.
Roseanne, unfortunately, we can't.
Roseanne.
Go on, Tony.
Can't stream it, but there's Eurosport Player and a few other places, Sport Plus, Matchroom Live. We think if you're outside of the UK, can't check that ourselves. There should be plenty of places if you have a look on Google. Yeah, Ronnie's in. We'll see on there. I mean, put the break up. He hasn't really had much.
He's had 4 reds and blacks.
Just had the blue.
Just gone up for the blue.
The reds are already spread. Mushtaq.
They're all kind of sort of.
2 reds in one shot. Yeah, Q-Star. Yeah. Well, he's a smiling assassin, isn't he? Apparently. So, who knows? Who knows?
What?
Maybe there will be a unsolved murder in Sheffield this evening.
Evening Q-Star. Yeah, McGill must feel like very hard done by, really, because he deserved to win that last frame. He was in the balls. You didn't quite catch it, Tony, did you? But he was on a nice break. Forget what he was on, probably about 40. Hit the black so nice and screwed in through the pack. And just so unlucky not to land on one. And then Kyron hit back with a little break. And then they just spent 40 minutes just going through the ringer. Probably one of the best. Like I texted you earlier, didn't I, Tony? That last year, Wilson and Bristol decided it topped that, and that was
that was amazing. Kind of surprised it's only topped that, but it did.
There was a red. The last red was hanging over the middle pocket, and the black was in the jaws down on the right-hand bottom pocket, and they both had 4 attempts to go into bulk and get it in, up and down. That shot, knowing the black's on over the pocket, they both had 4 attempts. McGill got it, and then he should have cleared, and he was so unlucky. He played the yellow in and out of bulk, and it comes, and he's plumb snookered behind the pink for the green. So unlucky.
Yeah. Just checking the rankings question. I don't think he will. No, he won't. He's actually a million behind Judd Trump, as it stands. So none of the points have gone on so far. He's a million behind. So you can get second.
Yeah, because he chooses not to play in events. And he's not had the best of seasons, has he? Like last year, he won a lot.
Yeah, the break has ended. Mushtak. Now they're playing safe, and of course Selby's good on safe. He's managed to tuck the white up behind the yellow. The yellow is behind the ball line, about a ball and a half from the side cushion on the yellow side. He's managed to tuck the white up behind that, and Ronnie managed to get through a gap that doesn't. Well, it's there.
Oh,
He's let. So it's 47-4 now, and he's left him a sitter. He's left Mark a sitter, so guessing it's going to happen.
Q Star, bits and bobs
The
have
Blacks
arrived.
kind of.
I'll pop you a little email after the stream, or maybe in the morning, and we'll take it from there. Thank you very much. It's not the easiest of tables, is it? Selby's, it's kind of straight on the blue. There's like a cluster of reds there that'll only go
he's
into
kind of,
the right corner.
Yeah. And he's kind of on the wrong side of the table, isn't he?
Yeah.
There's only a couple of shots to get to the right side of the table, but yeah. It's a group of three reds clustered around the black, and the black's up near the pink spot. And it does, they're kind of, they're not in the way, but they're affecting the shot selection, aren't they?
Yeah, they're possibly available into the left middle as well. He's got a bit of an angle here, so he's going to definitely go into them too. Oh, Mushtak, I'm sure. Mushtak, I'm sure Tony will like to answer that one.
It's Marcel Eckhart, isn't it? It's Marcel or Marcus? Marcel. It's Mr. Eckhart.
Yeah.
Saying nothing, mate.
Put it this way, we were kind of hoping for a McGill Selby final. Seems he was reffing it.
Yeah.
Oh, at least he'll have an audience though.
Well, yeah. Which the audience will make a hell of a difference to the whole way it's played, won't it?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not convinced that the games that have been played that have been particularly scrappy with so much. There's been a few with a lot of negativity played, isn't it? I'm not convinced they'd have done it in front of a crowd, because I think the crowd would have probably voiced displeasure enough to kind of stop it.
Yeah, Selby's played a shot there, which has tangled the balls up really there by playing that shot. They were all quite, well,
Yeah.
they were in possible positions, but then
he took
3 balls safe.
He could just about reach it with his mini butt extension on, but he decided to get the rest after he'd undernard quite a bit. As it is, he split a group of three reds up, and one's gone to the side, one's stayed with the black. It's not as
And the break.
Yeah.
Unless
could
that
have
black
been.
Does that pass the black, that red?
I think he's going to play safe from here, isn't he? Had a guess.
Yeah, he's got a lot of patience, Mark Selby, hasn't he? He takes his points and runs, doesn't he? Where lots, there's quite a few
Yeah,
players out there that'll take a risky shot on to try and carry on the break.
that's how Anthony Miguel's played the last couple of matches, isn't it? Take what's there, not necessarily try and wring its neck and win it in that visit. And yeah, as a result, his frame's been quite long as well, haven't they?
Yeah. The thing is with McGill,
What's the average shot time now?
touching on McGill, he's such a better player when he speeds up and stops thinking too much about
Most people are,
things.
except for Billy. He needs to slow down.
if Billy, buddy, imagine that.
Nobody's got a clue. We'll leave it at that.
Feels like Selby has a devil on his shoulders that scraps the balls. I agree, Mushtaq. I agree. Dangerous shot that is with check side, isn't it? Kind of got away with that. We get some good comments on here, don't we?
Oh yeah.
Quite a few people got a cracking sense of humour.
There's the guy who put his tuition fees on it the other day. Yeah, tactical frame, I'll say.
O'Sullivan
Like it now.
he doesn't want to get into frames like this, does he? He likes the quick kill frames.
Yeah, this is where he loses his composure slightly. And Mark, I think, is just he's hit it just hard enough, so he hasn't set him up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly as indeed.
That was a difficult shot to take on, wasn't it?
Craig, we tell you what was going on, but there's not a lot. It's a bit of a safety battle at the moment. Salaries at the table. Expect to see the average shot times go up notably over the next few minutes. Yeah. He's literally just gone to the table, shaking his head, and stepped back again. So, yeah. The white's up behind the yellow spot. Reds are all the other side of the, not three of the reds are the other side of the pink spot, and that one's just by the middle pocket. So it's, yeah, cagey stuff.
Yeah.
Safety, and he's just left the white and the brown spot an open play.
He's got a long red, sort of in line with the pink spot. Oh, in the heart of the pocket.
Five live snooker. What's that, Q-Star?
That's what we are. That's what we are, Tony.
Hey, Craig, you missed a belter, to be honest, Craig. The first frame lasted about, well, once he got into it, 5 minutes. Yeah, it was quite something. Break of 100 and some odd. Let's Let's get that one back up.
Ronnie
The
just
century break.
needs
Didn't
red
hang around.
for the frame. Yep.
So
drops
managed
that
to
in.
level it now.
It's a go
This is when
level.
it's going to get interesting now, isn't it? $114 was the break in the first frame. Oh, left-handed. Tell you what, that was a long way from the cushion when it went in. Wasn't it? Was just the camera angle.
Just the colours left.
Across the table, wasn't it? And only 5 of them. Yeah, Craig, it is all square. Absolutely all square. And at the moment, one player is playing to his capability and the other one is playing to his own strengths. I think that's probably about right, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah.
Ronnie's potting.
I was saying earlier
Mark's
about
trying to grind out a result and keeping him off the table as long as possible because he's not getting an opportunity to do anything big.
Thing is, with this morning's session, Selby was like fortunate to, when he did miss, he would not leave Ronnie on, kind of thing. And Ronnie just had terrible luck, really. And I think Ronnie would have been happy to get out of that session 4-4. And I'll bet he's delighted he's drawn level 12-12. This is what we need.
Yeah, we've got the Despicable Me Sky TV advert. If anyone's interested in that, that's what's on for me now. Got Eurosport on it.
Simples.
Dad, how do you
Very
yes,
interesting.
Yeah. Oh, Matthew, Ronnie had got I think 47-0 lead. Fouled. Mark pegged a few back. Bit of a safety battle, and yeah, Mark left him a long red that he took. There was 4 reds on one, and then he's dished up. So yeah,
He looks up for it tonight. This morning, he just obviously when things start going against you.
He does again. He's walking out like he did against Tapchaya.
Viraj, welcome back. Hope you're well.
Yeah, hi Viraj. So much tack. You got your power back on yet? How many frames to be played? Yeah, well, there's up to 7 more. There's at least 4 more. Doesn't matter what happens. Because yeah, they've become 13 each. But you're counting down the time, aren't you, Mushtaq? I don't know if I could face that.
Any way to watch it in the US for free? I'm not sure about free. I believe Matchroom Live is showing it. Obviously, we've tried looking here in the UK, but it's not live streaming on there. But it may be the case in America. So I don't know if you just want to sign up. It's free. That's matchroom.live. And just check it out, see if they are streaming it live. Or there is the zone.
Yeah, let us know.
But you have to pay for the zone.
And you're a sport player, which is probably geo-locked, but yeah, if you use a VPN, I'm sure you can sort yourself out on that one. And there's a couple of other ones as well. Sport Plus being one.
Hi, Nedson. Welcome to the stream.
Excuse me.
Viraj.
Mohammed, the current score is 13-all.
Viraj. I am on Tiger Beer, but I've gone a bit
What's
posh today. I'm drinking from a glass.
And the leg on the wrist, drinking beer.
No, you're not.
Ronnie's just tried a long one into the corner, and I don't know. Pretty sure he's going to be in trouble if nothing else.
And now
He has left an opportunity. It's whether or not Mark feels that he can get a position. Mohammed, the match is going on now. It's 13-all at the moment. Yeah. So it's first to 17. Yeah, first to 17. So
The live score is in the
at least
bottom.
4 things to go.
Live score is at the bottom of the stream. Unfortunately, we can't show it for copyright reasons. Selby's in first in this frame. He's played a nice yellow down for literally one red on at the bottom of the pack.
It's
Landed on it flat.
nice job there.
Oof.
Used all the pocket there, didn't he?
He did. He's nice and low on the black to screw into him.
It's the difference between them and us, isn't it, mate? That's the biggest difference.
Hey, do you know what? Today, right? I was watching that decider with McGill and Kyron, and I was like calling all the shots. And like Hendry would repeat what I said about 3 seconds later. My missus was like, "You know more than him."
Yves Gibran.
Oh,
Sorry, didn't see. Didn't see you. It scrolled up too fast. Let's see. Watching in Lebanon. You're a sport player. If you can get it, Matchroom Live. We think. I'm told it streams to the rest of the world. I can't check it because I'm in the UK and it's geo-locked because we have Eurosport showing it on the BBC. Places like that. If you Google it, you should find a stream somewhere like Sport Plus. That seems to have it.
If you couldn't find a stream, I definitely recommend Eurosport Player because it's about £6 for a month here in the UK. So I don't know what currency you have there in Lebanon, but it's definitely worth it. You can cancel at any time, so you'll get obviously tonight's session and then the 2 days of the final. It's well worth the money. Ronnie looks like he's queuing very well now.
You'll be pleased to know, Dave, the power is back on.
Oh, I'm happy to know.
Yeah, I've had a quick look at Sport Plus, Matthew. Seems to have quite a lot on there.
I think Selby's under pressure here now because he had quite a simple cut back red. I think it was a red or a colour down by the black spot. And he overcut it.
Yeah.
Thing is, when Ronnie's queuing like this and you're watching him play like this, it's quite intimidating, isn't it?
It can be because, as Matthew said, the split was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But the white rolled towards the bottom right-hand corner pocket, so it left him with a cutback rather than any sensible shot. But so I don't know what's going to have to happen for him for Ronnie to go off it here tonight, because as you say, he just seems he's really come out to grab it by the balls, hasn't he, tonight?
Yeah, he just seems like Craig. He's just today he couldn't get going, could he? Like the luck was against him, but today he's flowing. You can just see. Like I know he's got that slight bobby up and down cue action, which I suppose when you're flowing is great, but if you're not, it can cause problems, can't it?
Works for him, that, doesn't it? It's Malik Ali. It's he's certainly playing well, playing well enough to win. The first frame was very one-sided. The second frame, yeah, Selby could have had a reasonable chance in the middle, but he's well, not a total clearance in the first frame, but he dished up in the second frame with 4 reds left, and he's been given an opportunity in this one now. He's on 45. 5 reds on, 6 reds, so he didn't see the one tucked behind the yellow.
Yeah, he's low on the blue, but there is a red just above, well, behind the yellow, so he should be able to just drop on that.
And he's dropped onto the behind the yellow, hasn't he?
Yeah. Nice shot.
Get rid of the difficult one.
I don't think any of the reds below the pink go, so you might have to leave an angle on one of the bulk colours here to go into them.
A bit like that, so to use the yellow as a stopper for the brown.
Yeah.
Is he getting into this?
I don't know, but Neil Foles just said what I just said. They're a bit slow, these commentators, aren't they? Yeah.
Straight in the corner. Foul.
I don't think there was much of an angle on that brown, was there, to go?
Things like that that turn this. Yeah, it's going to be things like that that turn this, isn't it?
Yeah, very unfortunate that. Don't worry about it, Ronnie. Keep positive.
Average shot time going up, though, as we said.
This game just turns your head to mush, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't much angle on that brown. Selby plays like a little soft one from off the blue into the pack. There's a thin one back into the corner. Might hurt Ronnie if Selby manages to clear. He's
still using the Stanford cue, isn't he?
I believe
Pretty
so.
sure Selby uses a Stanford cue, doesn't he? Yeah. Make nice cases, don't they, Dave?
They do make nice cases. A bit on the pricey side, but yeah, they're nice.
Craig, Ronnie took a red to the corner and left himself on the brown. Tried to get into the pack from the brown. Missed the pack, went in the bottom corner instead. There's a couple of reds by the pink, Craig, but I wouldn't call them safe.
He's got an angle on the black here.
He's just split them up anyway, so...
He's not on one. Well, I say that. He's got one's gone up towards the blue spot. His white's kind of adjacent to the pink spot, so he's got sort of a mid-ranger.
Aranesh.
Oh, he's going for a thin cut.
Now all he's got to do is land on a colour. Little kiss on the green to hold for the brown. Don't think you're going to be wrong, Matthew.
Yeah, I think this will hurt Ronnie. He'll feel a bit hard done by after that.
Yeah.
Going in off that brown.
And it is literally going to be that sort of thing. Not so many watching tonight, mate.
No, not got as many tonight.
Oh, keep jumping.
Yeah, we possibly get more to us as the match goes on if it gets close. But I think we peaked on the last stream. We had about 500 at one point. Yeah, looks like Selby's starting to queue now because obviously he was cold, wasn't he? Ronnie kept him out by scoring himself. That last red only just wriggled in.
Yeah.
Just the colours left now.
So bringing shot times down. Yep, 25 seconds. While he keeps looking up.
Drops the yellow in. All the colours on the spots. Formality now. Selby to go one clear.
2 balls needed.
Blue for frame. Straight in the pocket.
There it is.
He's not
Selby
landed
back
great
in
on the
front.
pink.
Doesn't matter, does it?
But he's dropped it in.
But it makes Matthew wrong now because he's not going for the clearance. Sorry, Matthew, you were wrong.
So we've had 3 quite quick frames there. I hope I haven't cursed it and we get a really long
It's
one
very
now.
evenly balanced, isn't it? Keep start. Oh. You know, that was a long frame compared to the other 2.
Yeah.
So compared to the first, Jesus.
Currently watching an advert
Hello,
on the
Matthew.
Renault Zoe. Fully electric. Beautiful.
Be nice, wouldn't it, Asher and Kamar? Could do another 147. Show them how it's done.
Wouldn't it be nice? We had a nice little, we had a laugh right at the beginning of the tournament because we were due to go and we had tickets for the Trump session on the first day and we decided not to go get our tickets passed over to next year. And me and Tony always want to see a maxi live in front of our eyes. And Tom Ford was on for one. We were watching it on the telly.
In the opening frame.
I messaged you, didn't I, going, oh no, we could have watched this. Thankfully, he never made it because we'd have been absolutely gutted.
Hi, William.
William, good evening. Selby's broke off.
And he just played the dump safety to the top cush.
Yeah.
That's been remote.
Charger there.
Where?
No, the black cable.
What do you need the charger for? Your laptop?
No, my son wants charger for his iPad.
He's charged his son.
You should know. Don't put it in the wrong way. Wait a minute, let me check.
Slippy.
I think there's going to be a bit of safety.
Lie down.
What have you done here?
Oh, you send me a message. You send me a message, Dad. You send me a message, Dad.
No, I haven't sent you a message. That's a notification that this live stream went live. Why aren't you tuned in, son? You're my biggest fan.
I'm your fan. I'm your
Poor
fan.
lad.
What have I missed? Anything?
Safety shot. Yeah, William, it'd be nice to see one, wouldn't it? Nice to have one in the final. Because it's been so long between them. Don't know if it'll happen though, because there's no Scot in the final. It's the last two have been Scottish players, haven't they? Stephen Hendry and John Higgins. It's strange for John Higgins not being there this weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been to the last three.
That was a cracking match, him and Kurt Mafflin.
Selby in again. Yeah, Macpool, I hope he does as well. 17-16. Could we handle the yet another decider? Loads of them.
Selby screws into the pack off the black. A little backup red there.
Yeah, William, I think he could do with getting this frame just so that it's nicely tied up because they've got a mid-session interval coming up, haven't they? That'll be best of 5.
Yeah, if he loses this one, he's in a bit of trouble, isn't he? Needs to win 4
That's
out
what
of...
that is. You are. He's sat in his chair. Mark's at the table. Yes, William. That's the big thing, isn't it? It's that 2 frames with 5 to go. Yeah. Blackpool, I'd rather see Ronnie win. Just because I think it'd make a particularly interesting final.
Yeah, same here. I'd love to see Ronnie in the final over Selby. Just think it'd be a much more interesting final, because I just think Selby playing Kyron, I think he's just far too experienced in that kind of pressure environment. He's done it before, hasn't he? So I can't see Kyron beating him.
Imran, it's 13-14 to Mark Selby. And Selby's at the table. He's on break of 36. G Lama, COVID-free from NYC. You're welcome, Imran. I'll tell you what, William, was one of the things we were talking about earlier on was when it could have been Selby versus Miguel, because they're both in this competition. They've both been quite happy to sit back and wait for a proper chance rather than trying to make their own chances, which is fine. It's it's their way of playing the game, but it probably would have been the longest final in history because they'd have both been quite content to take a few points and run, or just, you know what, that's not really the opening that I'm looking for. I'll play safe. So yeah, it could have been quite a long match.
Yeah, Selby looks like he's in well control of this frame now. 50 points up.
Yeah, but still 90 odd on though.
Yeah, there's 4 or 5 reds that are open though, isn't there?
Yeah. That's all it needs, is the 4 of them, isn't it? Doesn't matter what colour he takes, if he takes 4 reds.
Right, he's tried to go up for blue there, and he's quite short, so he's in a bit of bother here.
Short. Yeah. Yeah, William. We have noticed. I think most people have noticed the last couple of days when Miguel gets going. He plays when he plays a bit faster. It seems to flow, but I think we'd have been both content because there's so much at stake. Miguel, if he got through, would have been trying to win his first. Selby trying to put himself back on the back right near the top. Because it was a bit of a couple of really mediocre seasons, hasn't he?
Yeah, for sure. He was saying in an interview about who's he teamed up with now, the mental coach?
Steve Peters.
Because he was saying that just results weren't going his way, yet he felt that he was playing all right, kind of thing. But he'd let it get to him. And,
I just remember when he first said a couple of years ago, it was quite a few years ago now, that he was working with Steve Peters. I can't imagine any of the other top pros thinking anything but, oh, for God's sake, did he have to? Because that used to be the way they used to beat him, and they used to get in his head and get him out of his comfort zone, and then that'd make life a little bit easier for them. So the old Ronnie would have gone home, but not the new one. Imagine if it's probably about then that Henry decided to give it up.
It's not even a charge, Ruben. Hit and hope there for Ronnie. That's all he had, wasn't it?
Yeah. Fans in the final. I'm a little mixed on it, to be honest, William. It'll be good for the players, very good for the players. Matthew, it's looking well. It looks a lot like it. Yeah, Selby's just got another red down. So yeah, that's it. Yeah,
They're off for the mid-session interval.
Ronnie's jacked in. So back to 2 frames ahead. Yeah, normally we normally cut to the other match, don't we?
We normally do, but
Can't do that.
this occasion we can't. Maybe we just open up to the chat, Tony, see if we got any questions off anybody.
On any subject. But not the horse-sized duck.
Who thinks?
Yes, Imran. All of a sudden he seems to have certainly this last frame. And we've had a Ronnie's eggplant again. Yeah, mentioned that one before, haven't you? Yeah, if he's got Steve Peters there with him now, then yeah, we'll have to see if that helps him out, because yeah, he's got a lot to do now.
Ronnie's got a one frame buffer, hasn't he? So
Magwell, yeah, he can lose one more, but that's it. But you wouldn't want to lose one more, would you? You wouldn't want to have it going down to one more mistake and you're out. So yeah. Oh, after Crucible, the next scheduled tournament, to be honest, I'm not entirely certain. So I'm gonna.
I believe it's the Championship League. I think it's sort of around the middle of September.
That's always ongoing, isn't it? Tournaments.
They have got a schedule up
They're not actually showing any.
Up until December. Have you got the schedule up, so?
I've got the 20, and it's just got Matchroom Live Championship League, 1st to 11th of June. Has been Coral Tour Championship. Has been the qualifiers and the World Championships. So it hasn't actually got the.
I've got it in front of me here. So the remainder of 2020, you got the Championship League running from the 13th of September to the 20th. Then you've got the European Masters the following week. Then the following week after that, 28th of September, another Championship League. And then the 12th of October, the English Open. Week after that, Championship League again. They brought the shootout forward this year because it's usually after Christmas, isn't it? The shootout's going to be the 29th of October.
When's the Irish Open?
No, November 16th. Before
showed yet?
Champions is before that, November the 2nd. UK 24th of November. Scottish Open's 7th of December. And the World Grand Prix 14th of December.
It's World Grand Prix early.
Yeah, they're not going to China this year, are they? Still supposed to bring in lots forward.
No, not at all in 2020. Yeah.
Will they be going to?
Yes, Macball is break time.
What's this new tournament? Was it in Abu Dhabi or somewhere, or Saudi Arabia? I forget where it was.
Yeah. Again. Yeah. It was Saudi, wasn't it? That at the moment they're all in lockdown still.
Are they?
Because the IBSF are they've got to decide on their tournament soon, on their amateur world championships, and that's that's supposed to be before the end of the year. And at the moment, I think where they were going to hold it is still on lockdown. So.
Oh. Yeah, it is like the best of 7 now. Hopefully Ronnie can come out like he did the first 2. To be fair, he was unlucky in the 3rd.
Abdelmajid. Yeah, similar to see it online. Eurosport player is the easy one. We believe Matchroom Live has it, but we can't check that because that's because we're in the UK. We've got the Eurosport feed in the UK, so yeah, just it won't show us the international feed. There's a couple of other places like Sport Plus. That's usually got it because it has just about everything. And the Zone and things like that in the States. So you go to the UK Championship then, William. We got along to the Champion of Champions. We watched a bit of Ronnie against Jimmy. I can't remember who else was on that day. But, we got along to that. Got along to the final of the Welsh Open this year. Drove down with a mate of mine. In the rain. God, it rained. Jesus, did it rain. And because we live in North Wales, we tend to go to the one they have in Llandudno. That again this year got cancelled because the theatre's now one of the Nightingale hospitals. And so last year we went to the Crucible and we had tickets to go this year. I reckon I reckon the session will be starting in a little over 5 minutes, probably about halfway through the break now, aren't we? Or thereabouts. They're just showing some highlights, low lights, if you want to look at it that way. Ronnie's in off.
That kind of turned
off there. He'd probably been laughing, wouldn't he?
Yeah, turned the match. That.
Yeah, things like that. Yeah.
So, any questions for who are in the chat? Snooker related or anything? Feel free. Just to pass the time till Ronnie gets back on.
Till Ronnie wakes up. Hope he does wake up. Some Red Bull. You know what? I think that's probably the last thing he needs. Probably way too much for him at this time. He's getting old, he's in his 40s. So you have to watch stuff like that.
Anyone in the chat, would they boycott the final if Selby gets in it? Just interesting.
They're just showing the end of the Big Hill and Wilson match and them shaking hands. The actual handshake.
I know. Imagine that. They both the tournament directors go, "Oh, you broke the government guidance rules. You're both out the tournament." You know what? It deserved a handshake,
What?
that match at the end. It was a superb final frame.
Yeah.
As long as they wash their hands for
I think
20
that's
seconds,
probably what
sing
they'll
happy
do
birthday twice.
twice. Yeah. Sure, there's many things you can do.
We got no questions coming in.
Yeah, Abdul Majid. Yeah, there's places on the internet if you look. It's definitely something.
Yeah. I feel like it's either going to be Ronnie's sixth or Selby's fourth, isn't it? This year.
You know what? There's always one that's I've got absolute common sense, isn't it, mate? Ashwin Kumar, why players not shaking hands when they're using the same rest? They're not actually using the same table. They're using the same white. They're using so much stuff that's the same. I think and they've both been tested for COVID-19 and tested negative. So I think realistically it is just for the cameras, just so they're seen to be doing everything the right way. Yeah, but McGill and Wilson shook each other's hand. I suppose all they've got to do after is get the hand sanitizer out.
Yeah.
Yeah, got hand sanitizer, but we haven't actually got a cure yet. So you just drink hand sanitizer, it should be not as simple as that. I know, well aware.
Is that one of Trump's comments, Tony?
Probably. He did suggest drinking bleach, didn't he? Find some way of getting bleach into your body
Yeah.
because bleach works. Oh, go on then, Donald. Prove it. Go on. Okay.
His medical advisors just look at him and roll their eyes from the wings, don't
She was
they?
shaking
They're
her
like,
head. There's a TV camera angle showing her sort of like looking up and go, oh, no.
Bunga, the break time's usually 15 minutes, so it's imminent now. Probably
Pankaj,
less than
they're going
5
to be back
minutes.
on in a couple of minutes. Talking to McGill at the moment, and he's. Chance at the end of the yellow. I'm saving myself to try to think. There's no way. I mean, it's one of those shots trying to find it, not that behind it. You know, I didn't feel like I was quite there today. Yeah. Beforehand, it was absolutely phenomenal. You know. Surprised not to see in the semi-finals. Ooh. Kind of surprised Kurt Mafflin didn't get through. I'm honest, because he played so well up to then.
Karen Wilson's crying here, basically saying that McGill deserved to win. Like he said, it's a cruel game because you're the better player on the day, and you just get cruel luck when you go into the pack and stuff. And
Yeah.
the other player, he's very gracious, isn't he?
That's the thing is, some of them are good in defeat, and some of them aren't they? And good in when they win. Some have to say, oh, he was lucky. Some have to say...
It would be nice, though, for Kyron to win it this year. It would be nice for him to win it the year after Trump won his first, because they are kind of the future stars of the game, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, to dominate, I mean. Trump's been around a long time.
They just showed the fluke green.
He was devastated after he fluked that green, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Mushtaq, I agree with you. If Ronnie loses this, I'm all behind Kyron. I just hope Mark Selby doesn't get in his head.
Definitely.
Start playing silly buggers, spoiling the frames.
The Oscar goes to... I'm sure it was genuine, Q-Star. Sure it was genuine.
The thing is, he does cry a lot, doesn't he? What did he cry at the end when he lost? Was it Mark Allen in the Masters? Did he cry at the end of that, or was it when he got beat by Ronnie?
Yeah.
I can't remember which match. I'm sure
I mean,
Q-Star.
I'm sure he was upset in the Masters. Yeah. See, he's not got his Prestatyn Gates logo on today.
No. He's been knocking on the door for a while. He deserves a big one.
Yeah. I'm not sure it's such a tiny part of Kyron that thought, yes, get in there, you beauty, Q-Star. I imagine there's a fairly sizable part that's just like, yeah, thank you. Or at least the public face wasn't. He didn't turn around and go, hey! That would be cruel, wouldn't it? They're on the last advert break, we think. Aradesh, I think it's I think it's just the way that he will take the points and run. You know, at the end of the day, it wins, doesn't it? He'll take the points and run, and he's quite happy to wait for a slightly better opportunity than necessarily. Okay, I've got a red here, and if I can get onto a colour, well, I'll be in. You know, just a couple of positional shots away. I think he likes to get that opening red and get fully in position.
Yeah, he's happy to win dirty, isn't he, or scrappy. And it's not pretty snooker to watch, is it? And the problem is, he can score so
I think that's
heavily.
what it is.
He's great.
Yeah. And yeah, if somebody wedges the toilet door shut, yeah, make others wait as well, Aranesh. You're not wrong, are you? Yeah. The score's gone off, mate, in the Tabo.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the
Good day.
World Snooker to refresh.
Ronnie does need to pull his socks up.
Good evening,
It's on
Tabo.
that, is it? Oh, yeah. Apparently there's no live matches at the current time. It's definitely one on.
Yeah, I don't know why they do this. They've refreshed the link for the second session. It's a different link.
Well, the feed's always a bit behind the match anyway.
Mushtaq, can you be docked a frame for taking a loo break? No, I don't think so, because Mark King did it, didn't he? Right in the middle of a frame, he just needed to go, and the referee thought he conceded the frame, but he actually hadn't. There's still points left to play.
Yep.
So no, I believe not. But boys are back out on the bays.
Men are on the material, mate. Like the boys.
Good to see you too. Yes,
At least it's
Towo,
a good
the
break.
snooker club is back open. He does need a big push now, Ronnie.
Came out smiling, didn't he? Mm. Nikhil Singh is 13-15 to Mark Selby at the moment. I think kind of hoping that Ronnie will win. It's Selby's ahead. 1st to 17.
Selby plays her in safety back into bulk. Ronnie's played a nice one there.
Balls with the bulk cushion.
Selby's gone round, checked there's no plants after playing this safe, I think. I don't think he'll go for this, do you, Toe? Oh my god, he's gone for it, he's got it.
No. God.
The only reason I knew he'd got that is because the score updated on the stream before he played it. It was a cracking pot. No joy though going into the pack. I think he's playing a double here.
Yep.
Nowhere near for his standard.
Now, I know I've joked about Billy, but Billy would have got that. Wouldn't he?
Probably.
It didn't go in. It's where is the cue ball? Yeah. Selby's going to tuck him up behind the black, I think, here. He's on the black cushion.
I can see this being a re-rack early doors unless Ronnie goes for this long red in by the yellow. You've got a red up sort of dangling over the corner middle pocket. Ronnie's going for it. Oh, he's got it.
He's got it.
Such a dangerous shot to play because he was leaving it all on, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's very unfortunate.
And he's not got a colour.
It's not a bad blue though. Just tickle this one in.
Oh, he nearly knocked the other red in, didn't he?
Yeah.
God.
Massive frame this. He's not.
Right. Well, he's split the reds.
He's not holding back, is he?
No, he's going for this. But as they just said just before he took that shot, he's got to win this. He's got to. He can't be any more than 2 away, can he? I know that if Selby wins one more, he only needs 1 then anyway. But you want to be don't want to be 3 behind.
Falling out of position here.
4 to play then, isn't it?
What's he going for here? Green. Oh no, sorry, yeah. Deceiving these camera angles sometimes.
So again?
It's deceiving the camera angle there, because that green looked difficult.
Yeah.
But obviously it wasn't as thin as it looked on the TV. Matthew, yeah, he's basically carried on queuing well, hasn't he?
It's exactly the way he started the evening. Same demeanour again. And maybe he did have a Red Bull.
His white hasn't been great this break, though, has it? It's a bit loose for his standard.
No, for him, a lot of recovery pots, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think he's on anything here.
The same again.
Going for a plant. Missed it. Oh no. I thought he would miss something. His white, he was always just fighting it, wasn't he?
Yeah. He did miss. He missed the plant.
And to be fair,
Now he's left marker red about 8 inches from the corner pocket. So yeah, he has a shot. It's whether or not it's where he's going to go colour wise after, because it's a little thin. So yeah, he's not staying on the black. Except he is if he puts a bit of side on it, doesn't he? So yeah.
he's in.
Twice across the table and back on the black. Fair play.
Yeah. These aren't easy, though.
No, you're not going to. You wouldn't look at this and say, yeah, someone's going to dish from here. It's not. Yeah, it can happen because kind of capable, aren't they? But you're not looking at it and thinking, this is frame over yet.
Yeah. He's out of position here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see a red on, so?
Do the best he can. He can cut it in, can't he? But he's always going to be running around the table now. So yeah, I'd say this is not over.
Here's a thin one. He's got it, though.
Got it.
In and out of bulk. He's on the green. There's a red about a foot away from the green pocket. So.
Yeah, but he won't be taking that without a rest. It really, really isn't an easy table, mate.
No, he got a few problem balls. Two on the side cushion, one either side. We've got two on the black cushion. Then a couple by the pink spot. I think they're possible. one will clear the other.
Yeah. Pink's kind of a little bit in the way, isn't it? Where it is.
Yeah, he'd have to fall on that one,
It's
wouldn't
not.
he? Oh, the pot's this
They are
pink, and
flat.
the way he goes. Flub on the pink. Yeah, kind of fearing that it's 2014 all over again, Bailey. Hope not.
Yeah. I don't know, Jericho's. I think he does care, but he's well, he cares. He's sat very relaxed in his seat when he's watching the match. Oh, Mushtak, that's cruel.
World Snooker, talking about that, 0.75. World Snooker did a little video the other day, and right at the beginning of it, they had a time lapse of them changing the venue from a 2-table to a 1-table. So I watched it on 0.25 just to see what they were doing. Slowed it right down.
See, fair play, you know, he's this'll tie the scores if he gets this black, but he's taken them well so far, but
These are never easy shots along them. This will clear the path for the other one. Yeah. He's low on the black, but...
So now it's just reds on the cushions, nearly.
Yeah.
One red either side of the pink spot, but both about 4 inches from the side cushions.
Bit of a blind pocket, this one.
On the black cushion.
I'm kidding.
It's in.
Safely in, Mushtak, yeah. Anyway, where's Raghu?
Oh yeah, Raghu's not in the chat tonight.
Oh. Disappointed.
Oh, Selby's missed.
16 points ahead, and Ronnie straight at the table and brings the other red out.
Super aggressive shot. He's on the green.
Yeah.
One good shot here, Ronnie, and it should be frame.
Yeah, that's. I didn't notice that he played that left-handed, mate.
Yeah.
As well.
This would hurt Mark if Ronnie
so
nicked
colours
it.
on the spot, one red into the middle. Yes.
Come on,
Ashram's
Ronnie.
been praying, mate. So everything's on the spots now. Actually, not quite, is it? Blue's just off. But it's talking about half a ball.
So we've got 54 watching in the stream. Does anybody want Selby to win?
It's not looking like it, is it?
If I get one, then I'd be surprised. So you got blue, pink, and black left. He's perfect on the blue.
$14.15.
Get in. Have it, Mark. Have it. That's gotta hurt.
So there is nobody else that's come forward and said, "Come on, Mark," is there?
No, not one person wants Mark to win.
Not one.
Yeah, the thing is though, Ronnie, he kind of made that frame hard for himself, didn't he? Because he had a chance and he just wasn't in control of his white ball.
Yeah.
Played that plant was very difficult. It was like probably well, it wasn't a foot, but there's a lot of distance in between. But he played it so casual as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Ronnie is the people's player. He is.
Yeah, he
Come
is.
on, Mark, let's go. We've got a Mark fan in. Let's go to Leicester. Think there's some sarcasm coming there from Ash Wynn. Yeah, McGill was very unlucky in the end. It is 14-15 to Ronnie. Ronnie's behind. So,
I've never played it.
Ronnie sinks another long ball.
Yeah. Just locking the front door and going back now.
He's not on a red, on a colour though, is he? Going for blue. Oh, what is he doing?
Well, I hope he wasn't. I hope he wasn't going for that.
Pushing but he's trying to. It's a daft shot to take on that.
Yeah, nowhere near either.
Matthew, I agree. That's way too aggressive.
Get me a drink. Sorry. I'm going outside for 1 sec. Not for a ball.
Got to cue this well. And he has.
Yeah. Butchered the blue.
Who's at the table? Selby's at the table.
Look at this.
Greetings, all the way from Nepal. Multicultural, this channel. I think, well, unless he tried to go in just
The reds are pretty tightly packed, so it's either get this or I can almost see him playing safe off this.
Hi, Carlos. Score is at the bottom of the screen. Selby's in the balls. Attempting, looks like he's going to attempt a plant here. Literally 2 balls at there's a cluster of reds, and then there's 3 balls that just below them, and 2 are set for a plant.
So the plant.
Wait, my you wanna
Got to cue this yellow nicely. Has he overscrewed it though? Got the bottom one.
He's picking off red, so he's not opening the pack, is he?
Luckily, the blue's not on its
Say that
spot.
like it's easy.
Once he clears this red, it's got a very flat pack to come in off the black, isn't it? So it's quite difficult to get them open. Every point on Selby's side is hitting my heart hard. Just brings back memories, this, of me watching Jimmy White and Stephen Hendry, and when Stephen Hendry was at the table, all I'd be saying, shouting at the telly, would be, "Miss, miss, 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 please, miss."
stop.
Today's Independence Day in India. Oh. Let's pray on this Independence Day the entire world gets freedom of COVID. Okay.
Very noble, Ashwin.
Table now. He's potting the last 3 red, and then
there's a pack of 9 reds. He needs to open it. And he's got low enough to go in off the black and to go into the pack. It's what happens here. And
the break.
It just screwed around the outside slightly and didn't hit the first red quite full in the face. Got it half ball. And whilst it has opened them, he's ended up completely in the middle. Don't think he's on anything at all.
Selby there. Standard
Easy
Selby
safety,
going
maybe,
up into bull.
Yeah. That's the coral. It's like I just said to one of the other guys, it's a very noble thing, wishing everyone so well at this time. And happy Independence Day. Ray Reid on the edge of his seat. I met Ray earlier this year at the Welsh Open. Nice chap, very nice chap. nearly met him many years ago when Eddie Charlton used to live in a local golf club. And I left the building on a Friday evening. It was about 10 o'clock at night, and Ray Reardon was just coming in with Steve Davis. I passed them in the car park, didn't know who they were. Well, I did know. If I'd seen them, I'd have known who they were, but didn't know who it was then. Mark's just missed a long red. So,
yeah, it looks like Matthew's just slightly ahead of us here.
Shasil, yeah, you say snooker in Nepal. Is there anything you can tell us?
Ronnie just
sank a nice long
dropped.
run. He's on his blue again. Whether he'll butcher this one, I don't know.
Ronnie in full flow. You'd think he'd clear from here, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, because they're already split, aren't they?
Yeah.
Even that bunch of four in the middle, they all go. Well, three of them
go.
So he just
see that blue then?
Yeah.
I don't think he's on a red here, you know?
8 bounces to go in. He's not on a red.
He'll go for this, watch. Get behind the green.
He's going for shots he doesn't
need to go for it. Yeah. He's left another tempter for Mark here, a long one.
He's not going to miss them all, is he?
Selby gets it.
Yeah, he played a safety, but left a tempter. But unsurprisingly, the white's gone back up into bulk. Played his shot to nothing, so it's going to be a roll-up, isn't it? Matthew's already said it is.
Yeah, it's not looking good, is it?
Yeah, Pradeep really can't. Yeah, I went quiet because Ronnie just did a hidden hope, and he's left Mark on as a result. But yeah, pressure's definitely getting to both of them, and yeah, last frame Ronnie seemed quite happy out there, and all of a sudden he doesn't seem so anything like as settled.
I think it's purely Selby pisses him off, doesn't he? Just gets to him. Ronnie does not like playing frames like this, does he?
No, he's kind of got him. Can anyone count how many times he's done that in this match? I probably lost count, Mr. He's done it 3 times this evening, isn't it? It's proper lash out. Only this time. No, Macbull. Ronnie took on. Well, he was in the snooker, and he's just hitting hope to get out, and he's left Mark a red, and Mark's on a break.
Yeah, he's got.
It's only 6 at the moment, but he's on the red. The red's already open. You can get enough without worrying about the ones on the side, I think.
Yeah, you'd think he would.
Not if he goes up to the blue all the time, though.
You would think he'd win the frame from here now.
But he's under hit that.
I think, has he played for one in the middle?
Red's the middle instead. Yeah. But if he'd run it a bit further, it was much better, wasn't it?
Yeah. Miss it. No, straight in the pocket.
He's not missing either, is he?
Oh, he's fell short though on this black.
Turbo, I'm not sure he's going to fight for snookers if he needs them. Doesn't seem like he's got that much fight in him when it comes to snookers at the moment. He's dropped it a few times. 59 points left for Deep. So yeah, there's enough on. Plenty
Selby's eyeing this one up.
4 reds, is it? Yeah,
4 reds left.
Selby on the black. Green shakes with holding the cue, doesn't he? Did on the rest.
He doesn't fancy this. These are so difficult. Especially if he's going to play for them 2 reds below the pink. He's got to like play it with loads of bottom right hand side. Matthew, he must have got it. He's got it, yeah.
Yeah.
It amazes me how much you can, for such a thin shot, it amazes me how much you can still keep the white down that area.
Yeah, because you and me had probably been playing around through bulk trying to get back down. He hasn't even gone past the pink spot.
Matthew, you're not spoiling it.
He's not left himself.
He's missed it.
He jawed it. And he put the pink in.
Yeah, but this is happening again. Look, he's getting... This is what happened this morning in the session. He's not really left anything sort of easy, has he? You know, it's an easy... Well...
He says got it doesn't touch the sides, yeah?
Yeah, but it's still a tricky shot, isn't it? Right, come on, Ronnie. Put your head into it. Oh, fixed in between here. Middle or corner. Get away. I think it's a thin cut, isn't it? Oh, Selby gets away with it again. I'm surprised he's taking this red off the cushion, unless he's going for it. Oh, he's a spawny bugger, isn't he? Watch him now. Tickle up behind the bloody yellow. The big man shots to go for brown in the middle, innit? Yeah, tickles in behind the yellow. I think it is another hit and hope by Ronnie. He's had enough, hasn't he? Luckily, the red's gone safe. But will Mark play the double? He's a pool player at heart, isn't he? People saying the sound is funny. Can you not hear us now? Let me just check on the stream. Not too sure. Was she a pool player? Is that how we met her through pool? Is it? No sound at all. Could be. The bars are going there. Looks like Ronnie's cut the blue in on perfectly on the yellow. Yeah, the pink's the problem ball, but he could just drop it in, couldn't he, if he gets nice on it? Oh, he's landed plumb right on top of the pink. This is where Selby comes into his own here, isn't it? The tactical side.
And here we become my dad's kid.
Come here. What's a snooker?
Yeah. You're not doing anymore.
Yeah, I'm still here. Cue Bold's biggest fan
You
here.
only got one headphone on.
Yeah, only one.
How can you go the one?
What is Ronnie doing here?
When I get those headphones, I can listen to it.
Yeah, I've left him, hasn't he?
Can't I?
I don't know. Not ideal.
How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, I don't get Ronnie at times. He just does silly things like this, doesn't he? When he doesn't need to.
Yeah, but this isn't a gimme, is it? So much so he's not bothered.
How's the audio now, guys? Is it still crackling or is it back on? Yeah, Ronnie's missed the ball. Free ball, which kind of doesn't make a
Yeah.
difference anyway.
Back to normal anyway.
The audio's back to
Cheers, lads.
normal, that's
Thanks for
good.
letting us know. Yeah.
I've not changed anything, it may have been the internet or something.
Not good for beard. Or the balloon.
What's wrong? Don't you want to watch this anymore?
I do.
You just bored?
I'm not bored. I'm just wanting to rest.
You just want to stretch? Alright then. Do some stretches.
I'll come back when I.
Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Mark's just happy to let Ronnie self-destruct, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Have you moved your mic, Tony?
Change the earpieces over. We're still live, mate. Yep, still live. Yeah, it's a little bit of self-destruct in that last frame. And Neil Foles was going on about bad shot selection. Very bad shot selection. isn't he? So only one for Mark. Yeah, Gaurav Kumar. Yeah, he could just take one mistake, couldn't it? Really could. Yeah, that's quite right. I've got the chat coming, but I've not got any video at the moment. Not that that matters. Zero knuckles down now. Sank a belter of a long red and dropped on the brown. Yeah, nice and low on the black now. Choice of punching through or punching in. Punched in. Yeah. As found, yeah, Ahmad. Selby definitely has a little bit of a hold over Ronnie. Yeah, Selby, his long match game is pretty hard, isn't it? Hard going. Difficult guy to play against. Seems to be waking up. Be nice if he did. A couple more frames at least. I've still not got any video coming through at this end. Has anyone else got any video at their end? Could just be my internet connection. Yeah. The chat's still going away, but I can't see any video. But it's searching for it. Yeah, it's just showing it's searching. It's not syncing to anything. Oh, it's back. Yeah, it's come up now, I think. Yeah. Selby's got balls of steel. When he's got to perform now, hasn't he? Yeah, it was nowhere near, was it? Nowhere near. Yeah, that wasn't one. Wasn't a good time to do it. I can't remember actually. Right, okay. Say Selby needs snookers now anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Hassan Brothers Fishing Channel. Yeah. Yeah. 15-16. And Shaquille, when his head's in the game, he's fantastic, isn't he? Something like that. Yeah. Peter Ebdon. Who's breaking? Asfand, we can't show the stream because it's copyright in the UK. But if you look around, Eurosport Player have got it. We think Matchroom Live have got it if you're outside of the UK anyway. Sport Plus is another site. There's plenty of places if you have a very quick look. Yeah, he's on 111 and he's probably going to finish on 138 the way it's going. Wouldn't disagree with you there, Bailey. No, Hassan Brothers, it's not 147, but it's full on clearance. Right, 15-16. Mark looking like his pet dog's just died. Well, he did, didn't he? He actually looked quite upset there. Look. Whether he'll just go for it or tighten up again. I think we're going to get a decider. Oh, God, yeah, we're going to get a decider after that, aren't we? Unbelievable. Hebden in the finals of what I found. Get a maxi. It's not on the bottom red, that's a shame. It's 15-16. His name, it's, 30-second frame that's on now, so kind of, it's got, looks a bit like it's already, it looks like it's going to go to a decider, doesn't it? What do you think, Matthew? Craig, yeah, Ronnie's on 23, 24 now, so I have 31. It's on the black. It's got one loose red. Yeah, and he can, yeah. And he just split the pack by using the red, so he's gone up for the blue. Got a sneaking suspicion he's gonna score enough for this visit. And yeah, I think Mark's cat's died as well by the look on his face. Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. It feels like he's going to. Bizarre, isn't it? Young Ronnie from the 90s. Still looks a bit older. Yeah, okay. 83 on, 57 ahead. So yeah, a couple of reds needed yet. Yeah, there's nothing obvious. But he's just left himself low, so he's going into them off his black, isn't he? No ifs, no buts. Going for it. Zaman, you're welcome. We'd put the match on if we could. And he gets a bit of rub as well. Nearly pots the red in the middle. Opened the pack, and it's hit the nub of the pocket, and it stayed on. He's still got to split the reds, really. I don't think is there anything loose there, Dave? Don't think so. But he only needs, this colour now. He's on the blue. Okay, so he's now officially ahead. and it is end of break. So, yeah, 71 ahead with 67 on, so only one snooker. Well, two really, isn't it? A good one. The crazy decider in the other semi. Didn't see it all. Ivan James Crawley. I was late finishing work today, and to get a bit of food in as well. Because it's a funny thing, isn't it? The daughters wanted to eat, so it's a lot. But we think it's going to go 16 all. It's looking like 16 all at the moment, which will be a deciding frame again. I don't know if we can handle two in a day. So that's. Do you think Mark will play on for snookers? It's kind of pointless, isn't it? Oh, Ronnie's missed one. Not that it matters. And Mark is now mourning the loss of his budgie. Or his parrot, I think. It's a dead parrot, mate. It's a dead parrot. 16 all. Oh, decider now, Macbull. It's happening now. It depends who gets what chance, doesn't it? I wish I was outside the crucible, Ivan. It's just better than the back of my armchair and the wall behind me. I haven't got fancy wallpaper like Dave. I can't watch this, especially since I can't watch this, literally. It's stuff like this that we're doing it for, mate. Because it's funny. If Ronnie pulls this out, Craig, it won't be saying he's got balls of steel. Be able to hear him clanking together while he's leaving the room. Somebody's commented on the on Facebook about it. So he's a nutter, and our friend Deadstroke has said he's moments away from cutting off his ear, like Van Gogh. Maybe he is, but he's certainly he's looking on Facebook as well. When do you think this will re-rack? Kobe Kuipers, they're on already. Can't actually show it. Pradeep, it's it's probably worse watching it, to be honest. Yeah, there's one red up near the just above the middle pocket on the yellow side, about 18 inches into the table. He's managed to cover it. Scaffold out. Sure, Jason means a huge bag of Coca-Cola bottles. Yeah. And well, Sammy, we can't actually show the live feed because it's copyright. There's plenty of places out there that are showing it. If you do a bit of Googling, you find out Eurosport Player, Matchroom Live. There's a BBC World Feed out there somewhere as well. Places like Sport Plus. You've got DAZN in the States. You should be able to find it somewhere. Just go to Google and have a look. There's some that are free, Kobe, and others that aren't. So, purple ball on the cushion will be tough to get to. Yes, Ivan, I'll say. Tell you what, mate, last time I had a purple ball on the cushion, I'd stretched too far. Got caught. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yes and no, because I don't think it's. Yeah, I think Ronnie's quite happy with it as well, isn't he? It's not bitter yet. It's just safety. Still packed. McBall, to be honest, yeah. If Ronnie gets, yeah, because the Reds are quite tightly packed, they'll split if he gets the right side of it. You kind of hope that he would get enough points. And with Sering, it's 0-0. Nobody's put anything yet. They're just playing safe. Nobody wants to let the other one in. Might be a quiet moment after that one, mate. Yeah, Pradeep, that's definitely what they're doing. They're playing the long game, both being patient. It's probably about the only time that Ronnie's happy to be patient. Yes, and Ronnie is. Craig, Ronnie is in. Loadmore hates him, can't ignore the genius. Yeah, quite right. Ivan, I've got to be honest, I don't really agree with what Ronnie said. There are some really good players coming through, and just saying, oh yeah, that Paul is wrong. I mean, just look at the qualifiers, and I don't mean the qualifiers in the that made it to here. The qualifying rounds. You had Louis Heathcote, what a player. Hell of a nice lad, big lad. I think Ali Carter underestimated him. There's plenty of people of that sort of standard that they don't get the TV time for you to see them coming through. And yeah, I don't think as a result, I don't think that Ronnie gets to see them. And you got some great kids that are breaking into the circuit now, and some that'll get through in a couple of years. You got in a few years' time, you'll have Stan Moody. He's awesome. Look him up on here. You'll find some of his practice routines on here. He's 147s. He's only about, I think he's about 13 now. Sean Maddox, youngest player to get a 147 in an open age competition. He's pro for next season. He's got a fantastic attitude, and yeah, he's you don't know whether he's winning, losing, whether his dog has died or what. You just cannot tell anything from his facial expressions at all. Great player. There's some great Irish lads, Ross Bournemouth, Aaron Hill. Lads from Wales, Dylan Emery, Tyler Rees. Yeah, there's loads coming through. The proper wide open, aren't they? just getting back into positions. I'm not sure that Pradeep, I'm not sure that Selby's going to be kicking himself, because it wasn't exactly a gimme of a red, was it? There's, in response to Craig saying, and Junaid Farooq saying, how is the table? There's no ball with another ball within about 10 inches to a foot. They are well spread open. Probably almost too spread open for them to get in each other's way, I suppose. You'd be disappointed. It is standard. You'd be disappointed not to, wouldn't you? It's a practice frame, isn't it? It's the sort of thing. They spread like you'd spread them if you were just trying to have a knock, throw them on the table. Yeah. Matthew's a tiny bit ahead of the Eurosport player feed as well, isn't he? By the time he gets through. All right. 64 with 75 on. And he missed. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Right. You're not going to fancy him to clear, are you? Just looking at it again now, having a damn good look. No. Selby does have the chance, Gaurav. Ivan, there's one hard red, and he's got to get the reds, hasn't he? Because he's got to get into the meat of the colours. So there's one red that's near the side cushion. It's about a ball's width off, about halfway down. Yeah, which is what he's going to do, isn't it? Looking at it, he just bought that one difficult red out, and he does need to clear. Two reds on. Saeed. 40 divides, 43 on, but Mark's got a colour. pink. He's just nipped it. What did you say about a cracking final, Dave? Spelling wrong in the middle. The clearance, Pradeep, the clearance is on. He's still got one awkward red near the bulk line. It's about 8 inches in from the side, about 8 inches down. It's not the easiest. He's right-handed, so it's the right side of the table for him. Doesn't know what he wants to do, that's the longer he messes around, the longer he takes to think about this, the more doubt's going to creep in. He needs to just get in and do it, doesn't he? Junaid Farooq, yeah, that was quite a match. Saeed, yes, he could clear the table. It's not the best shot now. He's not got the best choice of colours. Yeah, he's stretching over the blue. And he's put the mini bit on to stretch, so we can, if he gets this, he'll run round and drop behind the red, won't he? Except he hasn't. Okay, so he's a bit out of position now. Judging by what Matthew's saying, I reckon that he's going to miss, or that he has missed. Oh, he's not in position to pot the red notes. He's not got the position at all. So okay, Ronnie's coming back to the table. He won't be taking this on, surely. There's one red left, so yeah, it's not well. It's possible if he'd got on it because he's right-handed, and a rather typical Selby safety. Really, David? Really, Cubald? Selby did play safe, and he's got Ronnie bridging over the green with a horrible rest, and he's rolled into it nicely. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. You on Skype, Matthew? Because the window that I'm in will change for whoever's on the Skype call. Okay, a lot of distance. White near the bolt cushion and red near the black cushion. Scoreboard's gone off, Dave. Score is 64-34. Says? Yes. Another hit and hope from Ronnie that's worked. And he's got a snooker nearly. Yeah. It is actually snooker. Yeah. Right. Okay. Saeed's asking where the balls are. Okay. Yellow is a foot to the left of its spot and about 8 inches towards the blue. Brown and green are both on the spot. Blue's not on the spot. Pink and black are on the spots, or as close as not matter. So Selby is snookered. Selby's face is a picture. He's just found his goldfish floating in the bowl, mate. That's a fantastic snooker escape, isn't it? Yeah. And got a snook himself. How many hours is this one going on for? The red has run safe. It's on the side cushion, and he's got a. Yeah. Yeah, it is. There we have. Bloody have, mate. There's 35 on. No. Pradeep couldn't call it at this stage. Couldn't call it. And yes, Mushtak, Ronnie just needs the red. Okay, so he's not. Yeah. It's where though? And what's it? Right. Good Lord. Yeah. Aranesh, Ronnie has just won. Grunt. I think Mark's going back to the. Yeah. Mark will be going back home now to make sure the hamster hasn't gone as well. Yeah. It's different, isn't it, Aranesh? Andy. If if you all comment, gives us something to talk rubbish about, because we do, and then everyone else chimps in, and it becomes it's quite amusing. And at the end of the day, for this sort of match, I'd have probably gone round to Dave's or whatever, and we sat watching it and chatting about it, but we're not allowed at the moment, are we? So yeah, that's kind of what this is all about, I think. Anyway. Matthew's done. To be honest, I think you've got to feel for anyone who gets to a decider at this sort of stage of a competition like this, isn't it? To be fair. So again, I missed a bit then. Cut out. I'm sure it's more recent than that, surely. Well, the page on Wikipedia is already updated to Karen or Ronnie. Selby won in 2017, mate. So he's it was 2014 when he beat Ronnie. He beat Ding in 2016. He beat John Higgins in 2017. No, Selby, Bingham, Selby, Mark, Judd. Or if I go back to 2010, Neil, Robertson, John Higgins, Ronnie, Mark, Stewart, Mark Williams, Judd, Karen or Ronnie. Yeah. And as you said, the one that mattered went his way. Yeah. Zach, yeah. So happy. Why are you so happy? Yeah, as Ronnie did shock us because he's an half-weight. What's the cue ball logo? I've not seen that before. Spinning away in the corner. Yeah. Just looking at some of the records on here. World Snooker Champions multiple times. Yep. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's Bailey Sadler. Yeah. The great Joe Davis, 15 titles, never lost. Just didn't turn up for the didn't enter in the 1947. Yes, it did used to go on for days. Silly number of frames, wasn't it? Oh yeah, Satnav Selby. Yeah. Oh yeah. And Martin O'Donnell, they call him the Minister of Defence, don't they? Ragu! He's arrived. A bit late to the party, Mrs. Srinivasan. And it's your 54th birthday. You're older than me. You're obviously older than Dave, but you're older than me as well. Eventually. Yeah. So, Ragu, what do you do for a living? Own his own technology business.
I suppose I should ask you to get you step in.
Well,
what are we going to do with you? But
tell you what, anyone self-employed these days,
ignore that. A few people
and they're keeping going. Well done to you.
Yeah.
Hard times.
Come on, just tell me what we're going to do with you. Come on.
I don't know.
You know what he's going to tell us now? It's something small like Google or
There's some cube on going.
more technology business like Adobe.
Really? Yeah. And then I'm a bit. I didn't get on one great, but I twitched it to be honest.
US government contracts, and that's sad.
Relieved to get another chance, and I couldn't believe I actually won.
Yeah, it was a hell of a match to watch, Ragu. Yeah, unbelievable. So he was throwing it away.
Want to reach the final.
So it seems to be to start with.
To be honest, I'm just looking for a cue action. I've been here for 15 days. I was hitting the ball okay in practice, and I thought, yeah, it's not bad to go to Sheffield with that, but actually my cue action is just all over the gaff. I can't hit a straight part. It's a little bit like a golfer who can't hit the fairway and he's having to like get it on the green or chip it out and play good chips and putting out of his brains. So I'm having to sort of like improvise, and I must have had about 20 different cue actions in that match, and in the end I just thought just stand a little bit close to the table and hopefully that helped my timing. But it's all about the cue action for me. If the cue action's sweet, the ball's going. If it ain't, then it's just like guesswork.
I am aware that every time you stand up with me, I'm standing
I'm trying to listen,
to a sporting genius, not a sporting great. That's different. Then you get the level above that. That's in with the gods, and it often comes with the word flawed. So you go from just thinking you will never see better snooker in your life or whatever the sport is, to moments of pure frustration. And that was night and day. Let's have a look at 30, which just had the commentators, the snooker fans, just like you were. There's 3 or 4 you had just smashed.
I know, but what I'm saying is this misrule is just so unfair, really. And I was watching the match today with McGill, and I just thought, poor guy.
Moaning about the misrule, man.
He's not trying to miss that red. There's no way he's trying to miss that red. And as McGill, you're wanting your opponent to go, I know Wilson knew he was trying to hit that red, but he was just trying to just rack the points up. And I just thought, I'm not going to sit here and try and hit this like 10 times and give away 40 points. So now, if I'm snookered, I'm just going to just smash them all over the game. Yeah, because it's
Well, there you go. Do that.
I know, but
Reckless.
Doesn't like the misrule. I'm going to go for smashing the balls up to make it hard to put back.
You know if your players, if there's an advantage in him missing it, and on certain shots there isn't, and if they're going to give a miss for that, then I'm out of here, mate. I'm just smashing them up. Let's just try and get a fluke, let him clear up, and just get on with the next one, because it's just painful having the ref put it all back and this and that. You're like, oh, I ain't got time for that, man. I need to get out of here.
This is the problem, right? Mere mortals can't get their head around that, and I am a mere mortal. The 1-3 at total clearance that came after that, was this then for you? Because I think you've been honest this week of saying, I don't have my touch.
I haven't.
Is this the first time it really clicked for you?
Yeah, because I was standing a little bit nearer the table, so I felt my timing was a little bit better, but I was still I still couldn't find a stop. I was still stuck inside. I was still getting cramped. I was still feeling like I was jabbing at the ball. But I just got a bit nearer the ball, so I felt a little bit closer to the ball. I felt a bit more, felt a bit in contact with them. And then that lasted for about 2.5, 3 frames, and it started to disappear again. So I'm going to have to try and cue action number 728 tomorrow.
I keep telling you you're going to win it. You never listen to me. Before a ball was potted, it's about where the mind is, and I think it's in the right.
I've been reading the Joe Davis book. It's called The Bible. You know what I mean? I was really getting into it, and then again it feels good, and all of a sudden it just disappears again. I'm like, Joe, please come and help me out. I do everything you shouldn't do. In the book, I read the book.
As in, Ronnie won on the deciding frame.
But I do everything the opposite, and it's just a nightmare. But
17-16.
I'm determined to get there one day. I'm determined to get myself a cue action eventually.
Somewhere up there.
Sometimes
Joe Davis just shuddered slightly.
Yeah, but sometimes it comes and I'm in the spot, I'm in the groove, and it's sliding nice, and then you go, you know what, I actually can play this game.
I'm not going to let you go yet. When you were, your time, you've got to come out.
Yeah.
Was Mark Selby and yourself, were you watching that last frame between Karen Wilson and Anthony McGill?
Oh, nightmare.
Because, you're going back maybe...
Yeah, he's a hustler sometimes, isn't he?
Have you ever seen anything like it?
Quite right.
I'm really sorry for McGill, again, the misrule was just totally... And I know it didn't cost him the match in the end, but it just, it's just a horrible experience to go through, semi-final World Championship. Yeah, it was just a mental frame of snooker, wasn't it? I mean... Unbelievable. I mean, gutted for Anthony, but obviously Kyron, done well to get there, and you never want to see anyone lose a match like that on a frame like that,
Given that you're saying that you feel like it's not quite there frame after frame, and I know you're tired, I'm going to let you go soon. And Karen Wilson had to put out some spectacular...
Kareem, it was 17 frames to 16.
Is this as open a final? Is it a dream final for open snooker?
Well, I'm old enough to be his dad in a way. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I shouldn't be here really. Do you know what I mean? Especially without cue action as well. I'm 44 with no cue action. Do you know what I mean? There's just no way I should be here. But
276 unanswered points. We'll not let him away with it.
Yeah, no question, Ragu. He was certainly getting a little bit of run. He tends to because he doesn't. I think it's because he doesn't thrash at the ball as well.
You need to be steady, Eddie, man. You need to be.
But yeah, he certainly made the most of his luck, didn't he?
You need to be in the middle of the fairway, chipping on the green, putt.
Yeah, right. Kazan, we did kind of half expect it, didn't we? Right at the beginning. Yeah, double decider.
Thank you very much. Happy days, mate. Thank you. You're in the final. Ronnie O'Sullivan in the final. Swap you with Jimmy White because you can only spend so long outside of the limelight. Well,
Mhm. they're just talking crap now, talking about the final tomorrow. But yeah. Ali Hussein, it was 17-16 to Ronnie. So Ronnie won. It'll be Ronnie against Kyron tomorrow in the final. Yep. Yep, ta-ra. Nice to see you all. Ta-ra. Bye.